Obasi Scott here, oxygen therapy consultant, Atlanta, Georgia. I hope you guys are doing fine. I want to welcome you guys to the Underground Cure. Of course, I'm the oxygen therapy consultant. And what we're going to do in this video is we're basically, dealing with more questions. Guys, listen, I'm going to be forever answering questions just because people are dealing with frustrations out there. People are dealing with, really real internal stuff around this virus, around this herpes virus. So what I want to encourage people to do is to find the answers that they need to overcome the mental strain, overcome the physical strain of dealing with and living with this type of virus, guys. So first thing we've got to get into is we've got to get into our disclaimer. Okay, before starting any new detox or diet program, please take the proper steps and precautions. We are not doctors or registered dietitians. We do not provide medical aid for the purpose of diagnosing any health or disease-related sickness. The data presented and natural solutions recommended in this video are the scientific facts presented by an oxygen therapy consultant. Okay, and the research and information covered in our videos is open to public domain for the sole purpose of educating, and in no way breaches or breaks any boundaries of the law in the United States of America. Okay, so let's move on to our question for today. Our question is, why can't your body eradicate herpes when you first contract it? Okay, I'm going to read that again. Why can't your body eradicate herpes when you first contract it? Now, here the answer is. The answer is pre-compromised immune system, guys. Listen, if your immune system was in good health and you were intact, and your immune system was high, it would be able to eradicate the virus when you first contract it. But the problem is that in this Western society, even in a lot of different countries, this country included, your environment literally compromises your immune system. It causes your immune system to be compromised. And on top of that, you have to realize that nobody is really giving you, hand feeding you, spoon feeding you the information or the answers on what to do, what not to do, how you can overcome it. So what I want to talk about is how can we reverse this process? How can we elevate our immune system so if we ever do come in contact with any virus or any type of sickness, our immune system be super strong and we'll be ready to fight it ASAP. We'll be ready to attack it ASAP. Okay? So here's some things you can do to maintain a healthy immune system. Number one is make yourself happy. Guys, listen. When you make yourself happy, when you're happy and you're feeling good, this releases a chemical in your body, okay, that promotes better health, that promotes a stronger immune system. So do things that make yourself happy, like, for instance, spend time with friends, laugh, spend time with loved ones, have good memories. Okay, do something that makes you feel good. If you like to do crafts, if you like to draw or do art or whatever, do something that makes you feel good. A lot of people like to work in the yard. A lot of people like to go for walks. A lot of people like to, go to the park. Do something that makes you feel good. Something that's not hurting anybody else. Okay? Some people like to go to the gym and train. Some people like to do lots of different things. Some people like to meditate. But do something that makes you happy. Something that makes you happy. Something that will put a smile on your face. Go tell somebody you love them. Go tell somebody you're sorry. Go forgive somebody. I don't particularly subscribe to Christianity, but and there's a script in the Bible that talks about if you have aught with your brother, go to that person and ask for their forgiveness. Okay? And those type of things are good for the heart. Those type of things make you feel better. So make yourself happy, okay? Get adequate sleep is number two, okay? Now, I want to talk about this for a second. A lot of people work jobs that cause them to have to work 9 to 9, 10, 12, 13, 14-hour jobs overnight. Listen, guys. There's one thing that you should make sure. There's several things, but there's one thing is you should make sure that your sleep before 12 o'clock, because your body releases, your brain literally in the back of your brain releases a chemical in your body that will help you to renew. It helps your body to renew and heal itself. But after that 12 o'clock hour, it decreases. The amount of chemical that is in your system decreases, or that's released decreases after that time frame. So guys, number one, you want to make sure that you're in the bed before 12 o'clock. And two, you want to make sure that you're getting at least 8 hours of sleep, 8 to 10 hours of sleep, I say, guys. I know my personal self, I need 9 hours of sleep. And without 9 hours of sleep, I can notice my body, it's harder for me to function. It's harder for me to keep my energy up. It's hard. Things are harder. So the daily activities are harder. So get your sleep, guys. 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Sleep before 11 o'clock. And listen, if there is something that's causing you not to get sleep, that's compromising your immune system, and you're sacrificing sleep to do that thing, you're going to wish that you wouldn't have if something happens. Just say, for instance, you come down with this virus, or you dealing with this virus, and you contract this virus. You're going to wish that your immune system would have been stronger at that point to attack this virus, to kill it. You're going to wish that more than you wished for that thing, or you sacrificed for that thing that was causing you to lose sleep. Okay? Let's move on to the next one. Stay positive and see the bright side. Listen, guys, positivity can do a world of difference for you. And seeing the bright side of things, guys, a lot of people get caught up in, number one, sarcasm. Sarcasm on a lot of levels is negative. Okay, so stay away from sarcasm. Okay, stay away from little negative comments. Okay, stay away from remembering bad things or harboring on bad things. Okay, like I say, forgive it, let it go. Okay, look on the bright side, meaning be optimistic. Okay, be hopeful. Okay, don't just be hopeful, but even if something bad does happen, make it your goal, make it your your position to see the bright side, to see the good in things, even the worst. Make it your position to see the good, because when you do that, that also helps your immune system to stay strong, okay? Just in case you come in contact with anything like the herpes virus, it will help it to stay strong and hopefully eradicate it before you have to go the distance of, correcting things in life, going through the herpes protocol, things like that. So guys, positivity and looking on the bright side, being optimistic, even in the worst case of the storm. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is don't hold your emotions in. Especially D-type people, type D people, okay? Voice your opinion, okay? Don't hold your emotions in. If you're feeling sad about something, let it out, let it cry. They say it's good to let your emotions out, but not to stick or stay in that state, okay? Don't stay sad, don't stay angry, don't stay, mad or disgusted or whatever the emotion is. Don't stay in that state. It's okay to let it out. It's okay to voice your opinion, but then let it roll off your shoulders. Let it go. Let it, move on. So I want to give you guys 3 things real quick just on that point. There's only 3 things that you can do about a situation. You either can let it go. You can either ignore it, number 1. Number 2, you can let it go. Or number 3, you can fix it. So in any situation where you're emotional about something, you got to ask yourself, number 1, can I fix it? If you can fix it, then fix it. Do what you have to do to make it right, to fix the problem. Number 2 is let it go. Maybe you can't fix it, but maybe that person is important enough for you to move past it. Okay? Maybe you can't really do anything about it, but you need to move past it. Just let it go. And number 3 is maybe you don't care about who brought or what brought the situation to you, and you need and it's not that important to you. You don't care about fixing it. It's not even an issue enough to let it go. Just ignore it. Okay? Ignore it like that's not even an issue. Don't let it be a problem. Okay? The next point I want to go to down here at the bottom is exercise. Guys, listen, I can't tell you how important exercise is. Exercise keeps your body, keeps your heart pumping, blood throughout your body, keeps your veins good and strong, keeps your cells strong, provides oxygen. I can't go on and on about the numerous benefits of exercise, but exercise, guys, is of vital importance. Okay, walking, running, any type of cardio, yoga, lifting weights, anything that you like to do, step aerobics, things like that. All those kickboxing, a type of martial art, anything where you're getting exercise in, guys, is going to be phenomenal to keep your immune system boosted. Now, guys, listen, these are things that you can start doing right now to fight the virus. Okay, these are things that you can start putting in your life right now to fight the virus. Start making these habits. Start making good habits of getting adequate sleep. Start making good habits of thinking positive and looking on the bright side. Start making good habits of making yourself feel happy, making yourself happy. And I'm not talking about some false happiness where you're trying to, be happy in the midst of sadness or whatever. No, I'm talking about the type of thing that really makes you feel good. That really makes you feel good. If you like doing something for other people, go volunteer as, part of a ministry. Go volunteer to help build homes. Go volunteer to pass out food to the homeless. Go mentor the youth. Go do something that will really make you feel good in your heart in here, okay? Next on our list is healing yourself naturally. And we're talking about healing yourself naturally because this is also a vital point in raising the immune system, okay? Keeping the immune system nice and strong. Okay, and that deals with foods and herbs. Guys, listen. There's some stuff you just got to cut out of your diet. You got to pay attention to the foods and these things and what the foods have in them. Number one, you got to cut out of your diet is pork. Number two, you got to cut out white flour, wheat flour. Okay, guys, you got to cut these things out of your diet because they are compromising. They are like a toxic to the body, a toxicity to the body. Okay, next on our list is let any chronic stress go. Now, in this particular thing, I'm talking about people who are dealing with things that are on an everyday basis that are stressful. For instance, if you have jobs that have constant deadlines or you have to meet certain performance levels or things like that, that's constant chronic stress, and that depletes your immunity. That will cause your immune system to become more compromised. And that's counteractive to the goal. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep the immune system strong. We're trying to build it up. Okay, and we're trying to change little things here and there in our life that you can do to keep your immune system up. Listen, guys, I know you need your job, and I know you need your car, and I know you need your house, and I know you got to pay for this and pay for that and everything else. But nothing is worth your health. Okay? So let the chronic stress go. If you're dealing with somebody who passed and you're grieving every day, you got to learn how to let it go. Okay? You got to get to the point where you either can fix it, you can either let it go, or you can ignore it. If it's somebody grieving, go through the grieving process, let the emotion out, and then realize it's okay. This is something that happens to everybody, okay? Death is something that we cannot avoid, okay? Now, if it's a job, then guys, listen, look for ways to make your job less stressful. How can you reduce the pressure? How can you reduce the deadlines? If you can't reduce these things, then you got to ask yourself the core question, and that is, are you willing to trade your health for money? So you definitely want to use your own pen, avoid others' germs, okay? And by that I mean you want to, when you wake up in the morning, just grab your own pen, guys. And, because you're used to using your own pen, it's your germs, it's your whatever you're using. So use your own pen, guys. And this speaks kind of to hygiene, too. Whenever you're, using the restroom or something, if you're out in public, you might want to carry a little can of Lysol with you, just in case you have to use the bathroom, or, to spray what you're touching. When you're, washing and drying your hands, being careful of what you touch, what you come in contact with. You might want to carry a little hand sanitizer if you're shaking hands a lot. But this is just a general rule of avoiding others' germs. Okay? Next is avoid toxic environments. The toxic environment, what do I mean by toxic environments? Well, a toxic environment is an environment where people are smoking or where smoke is present. Tobacco smoke is what I'm talking to. Listen, this stuff harms your liver. It harms your lungs. Okay, so avoid those toxic environments. Okay, because they're going to hurt you in ways that you don't even realize. And the worst part about this is that it's going to deplete the immune system. Okay, it's going to compromise the immune system further. Okay, last but not least is give yourself permission to relax, guys. Listen, if you're constantly going, sometimes you need to do something that number one makes you happy or makes you feel good, but also helps you relax. Like for me, I like lifting weights and I like going to work out. So that helps me to relax, to get my mind off everything I have to do, to get my mind off business and things like that. But I have to say it's okay. I have to give myself permission to, it's okay. It's okay for me not to be doing something right this second. It's okay for me not to be trying to make money or whatever I'm doing, or build a business or make videos. It's okay for me not to be, trading or doing marketing or whatever I'm doing. It's okay for me just to take some time and just not do it. One of the other things I like to do to relax is I like to build stuff. I like to use my hands, do artwork, build stuff like that. So that helps me to relax. That helps my mind to just relax. It's very therapeutic. Okay. So with that, guys, I want to show you this picture. This picture is of a couple that looks like they're, experiencing, things that are making them happy. As you can see, they got vegetables in their bag. They're smiling at each other. They're probably happy because they're getting something to eat. This is not necessarily work. Okay. They're probably up walking around, getting a little cardio in. They're carrying something with a little bit of weight. So guys, what I want to expose to you is that, listen, you want to do the things that's going to increase your immune system. Let's go back to our question. The reason the body can't eradicate the virus when you first contracted is because your immune system is pre-compromised, meaning it's compromised before the virus even comes in. So if it's already compromised, it's going to have a hard time attacking something if it has very little resources to work off of. I want to leave you guys with this quote. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. You've probably heard this before, but I want to tie that into what we're dealing with. What has happened to you is that you have contracted the herpes virus, or you know somebody that has contracted the herpes virus, okay? That's the 10%. The 90% is what you're going to do about it, how you're going to react to it. Are you going to be negative and not look on the bright side? Are you going to be pessimistic instead of optimistic? Are you going to go into depression? Are you going to let yourself be happy? Are you going to give yourself permission to relax? Are you going to stress about it? Stress about it? Are you going to get adequate sleep? Or are you going to let worry keep you up? Are you going to realize it's okay and say to yourself, I can do something about this. I'm going to start doing something about this. Here are 10 things this man has just given me that I can start doing something about. Are you going to keep stressing about it? And you're not going to let it go. Listen, you can either ignore it, let it go, or fix it. And in this case, you can fix it. You can do something about it. You can fix the situation. You can heal your body. Okay? You can heal your body. So here's what you need to remember. Life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. 10% of what happens and 90% of how you react to it. Okay, so here's a solution. Start fighting the virus right now. Guys, listen, I've given you 10 things that you can start doing right now to start fighting the virus before you even get the protocol, before you even think about the protocol. Once you start doing these 10 things and these things are happening in your life, then go ahead and take the next step. Then you're ready to take the next step, guys. You're ready to take the next step. And what's the next step? Well, here's your action plan. Number one, go to theundergroundcure.com. Number two, get a recommendation and purchase your kit ASAP. Number three is watch the welcome letter overview video. Listen, guys, Number three is watching the welcome letter overview video, but you get there by hitting the get more info on the page when you go to undergroundcure.com. We also have a bonus that you can sign up for is our free herpes success protocol webinar. and that's on our homepage, okay? Now, what I also like to ask people is to support the movement. Subscribe to our channel, guys. Listen, it's a button above and below this video. You can hit it right now. Subscribe to the channel. It's the easiest, simplest thing you can do to support the movement and also start to feel good about yourself. Remember I talked about up here, you can do things to help others that really make you well, you support the movement is helping yourself, because it's not just me in this. It's me plus millions of other people that are in the movement of health and healing thyself. So subscribe to the channel. It's the easiest thing you can do. Leave a positive comment, okay, guys? We do not accept any negative comments. I'll just tell you that up front, because somebody else can see your comment and they can lose hope. And that's the worst thing that can happen, is they can lose the ability for them to think that they can achieve it. So leave a positive comment. And like your mama used to say, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. Or please don't say it on our channel. Or don't say it on our videos. Listen, guys, share this video. Put it on every social platform you can. Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, whatever. Put it on everything you can. And you can also check us out at Facebook at theundergroundcure.com. Now, if you've got any questions, you can email us at undergroundcure@gmail.com. Again, that's undergroundcure@gmail.com. Listen, if you missed any of this information, don't worry. Stop the video, back it up, or check the information out in the description below. You can also visit the website at theundergroundcure.com. All the info, like I said, is in the description below. I want to give a partner shout out to healthylivingjourney.com, all natural premium skincare and nutrition, and also Align Destiny, planetary alignment and purpose development. Okay? So with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. This is The Underground Cure. I am Obasi Scott, oxygen therapy consultant. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you happy, healed, and completely set free. Talk to you soon.